Yes, the title is correct. I am selling a bunch of my extremely high-end Neopixel lightsabers from my own private collection. Please give them a good home and lots of love. I've got 2 Anakin Skywalker sabers, 2 character lightsabers, and 2 complete one-of-a-kind lightsabers. And even if you're not shopping, I think there's a bunch of information I can share with you guys, so come hang out. Hey all you Star Wars fans, thank you as always for clicking on my video. This is Finding the Force, and they call me Obi-Dad Kenobi. Hello there. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to buy a lightsaber from Obi-Dad Kenobi himself. I don't always speak about myself in the third person, but when I do, it's about lightsabers. This is the video I've been dreading to make for a long time, but you know, my collection's just getting too big, and these poor sabers need a good home. They could use some more attention and love, and hopefully a few of you guys are out there. I will be selling a total of 7 Neopixel lightsabers in this video. And for all the updates on what's available, check out the pinned comment down below. So you guys, a few details I want to get out of the way. Number 1, all these lightsabers I'm selling today are ones I purchased myself. None of them have been given to me from any of the companies or vendors that I support. Second, I'm only asking as much as I paid for them, and I'm not making a dime off of any of you guys. Number 3, I only am going to accept PayPal for these transactions, and I can only ship to the addresses on the PayPal accounts. Anything else? Oh yeah, in order to communicate with me to buy any of these sabers, I'll be communicating with you guys on my Instagram channel. Go ahead and follow me there and send me a message if you're looking to purchase one of these. But again, before you do, check the first comment I'm gonna pin with all the details of what's still available after I post this video. A fourth or fifth, I lost count. Only going to be shipping these lightsabers inside the United States. So I apologize to all of you viewers out there from around the world. I'm only going to ship here in the US. Sorry guys. So the first saber up for sale is this beautiful Rey Skywalker Korbanth lightsaber. It didn't come like this actually. I got this professionally wrapped. Let me show you guys up close. Now this is an unforgettable lightsaber because I waited 5.5 months for this during the pandemic when computer chips were at a shortage, but I ordered this to be beautifully weathered. I'm not sure, there you go. You guys can see the sandy weathering of Tatooine on here. And the wrap is my favorite. I asked for a very similar wrap to what she has in the film, The Rise of Skywalker. It's nice and thinner. I didn't want it extra thick. I wanted this to be a thinner grip. I thought he did a phenomenal job with the wrap and the tea cloth. Not only does it look like movie accurate, but I think it looks awesome and excellent. It's just the way I wanted it. Feels fantastic in your hand, not too thick like you're holding a baseball bat. What makes this saber unique are 2 things. One, that the swivel goes left and right. I'll show you guys here in a minute. But also there are separate LEDs in the window. So it's not just the blade coming through the window. There are separate LEDs, and I'll show you with this really awesome Thor sound font where the rainbow bridge colors are flashing in here, even though the blade is like a cool lightning blue. This thing is packed with fonts, and this is exactly how it came from the company Korbanth, which is very well-known and established lightsaber company. Again, the weathering is professional, beautiful. So this saber comes with a charger, the original tea cloth for the wrap, and also, of course, the emitter for the blade. Leave a comment down below if you've waited months for a lightsaber, but it's a pretty brutal and painful wait. So I used a retention screw to remove the cap, and this awesome blade emitter with the exposed spikes just screws right on there like this. Let's just take a really quick look under the hood here. This whole upper section comes off, and you have a beautiful goth chassis. You remove this tiny screw here, and this panel removes to expose the SD card and the Profi. This has a Profi soundboard. Sounds fantastic and uses your traditional 18650 battery. I love the kill switch. This is great for helping to conserve battery. But these chassis not only look great, but they're really strong and really popular amongst all these saber enthusiasts. Quick shout out to Moby Fox, making the coolest Star Wars watch bands and faces in the galaxy. And this Rey lightsaber is going for $800, which is how much I paid for it, but I'm gonna throw in shipping for you guys in the US which is included. All right, guys, the Rey Skywalker. You got to see this up close. You ready for this? Check out the window. Yeah, color changing windows. Oh, and that sounds clear too. Do you guys hear that? Oh, that's so cool. The Clash is blue. Can you see that? It's got like a little tint of blue to it. I like it. Ooh. Tip drag. Gesture controls.
You want me to put the hammer down?
Oh, you guys gotta see this. Check this out. Thor's lightsaber with color changing window. Ooh, no, not you, Cere. Quit listening. Yeah, with like purple electric blade. Yes. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Next, I have for sale this beautiful screen accurate Kylo Ren lightsaber, also purchased from Korbanth, but made by KR. And if you guys know who KR is, he does spectacular work. And this has been said to be one of the most screen accurate Kylo Ren lightsabers ever made. Let's take a close look. Look at that beautiful Kylo saber, weathered to perfection, exquisite. There we go, exquisite coloring to the side vents and heat bluing to the tips, as you can see. The way you activate and operate the saber is by turning it to the back side or the front. Is this the front side, guys? I think this is the back. If this is facing his hip because of the belt clip here. But these are your buttons, the power activation and auxiliary buttons here. But I mean, this is, again, a beautiful piece. I'm sad to part ways with it, but it doesn't get a lot of love. My Kylo saber back there on my shelf is the one that's like, it's been converted and it's tough, and I play with my son with that one. So this one, unfortunately, could use a better home and use some more attention. It's got a hefty price tag of $1,300 is how much I paid for this from Korbanth. Inside, beautiful detail in there. Fantastic. Red translucent wires, very screen accurate. Belt clip, and I love this like engine compartment down here at the pommel down here. This main screw here, which allows us to remove this part of the wire, and you unscrew the whole lower half, which exposes this beautiful kyber crystal inside of this hilt. It looks amazing. Kill switch, super helpful, and again, helps save battery. With this saber, you never, ever, ever want to remove the battery. Those were the instructions that came from Korbanth. Speaker is crazy clear and extremely loud. Will knock your socks off. Has a Profi soundboard packed with fonts. One thing you guys should know is that this does take 1, 2, and 3 separate Allen wrenches to get it going. And I'll never forget this lightsaber because this was another one I purchased that I waited 6 months to get in the mail. A hefty price tag of $1,300 for this. I'll throw in shipping and PayPal fees is included, but it was mostly because of that gorgeous crystal chamber, which I just had to go with and check out for myself. Oh yeah, I've actually got the Vader's Vault blade in here. This feels really good. Now, you're not gonna be able to hear me. This thing is crazy wicked loud. Check this out. Oh, this looks so nice. Oh man. You see that? Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to lower that volume. Oh, those accent swings are amazing. Yes. And this comes with like 3 or 4 Kylo Ren sound fonts.
That lightsaber was Luke's.
It's got...
And his father's before him, and now it calls to you.
Okay, that's Maz's monologue there. A lot of super fun, different fonts. All came straight from Korbanth. Next saber up for sale. I might even edit this out of the video, but this is a complete one-of-a-kind, nothing else like it, lightsaber from Divinium Sabers, which makes like only super upper high tier elite sabers, assembled by Moon's custom armory. But what makes this lightsaber so cool is that it was put together one of a kind by real scavenged parts. And so was the other saber that we got, I'll show you next. This is such a cool, like almost an in-universe custom saber that really needs a good home. And let me show you guys up close. So believe it or not, guys, this actually was a mystery lightsaber, which I purchased, had it sent to my installer, who is Kessel Custom Sabers. He did a fantastic job. And he installed it without me seeing it. So I opened it with my son. We each bought one and opened it up to make a YouTube video. It's phenomenal. And one of the coolest parts about this is that it has a CFX soundboard. It's my personal favorite. But look how super unique this saber is. It came with this radical blade plug. Looks super in universe. I think this is power and auxiliary buttons right here. They don't light up, unfortunately, but I did talk to Carlos from Kessel Custom Sabers. He said he could put in light up buttons there. He might even actually buy this off me. He told me he had a serious crush on it. This is where you put the Allen wrench in here, and this whole lower half shows you the awesome chassis. This gold chassis color matches the accents already on the saber hilt. And over here, where is it? Oh, there it is. Finding the Force. Boom. We got a spring to make it more clear and obvious how to insert the battery correctly. Kill switch, CFX soundboard. My personal favorite because it has all these wicked, awesome blade effects that you can change in your hand. And it's super easy to add and remove sound fonts. But this really has a one-of-a-kind in-universe look to it that no one else is going to have. There is no belt clip, but I know they make some really cool leather holsters that this would fit great into and look like, bam, look at that saber. Oh, I don't know if I can sell it. All right, guys, let's check this out. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Nice. I think this is like an electricity font from Kyberphonic. What else we got? Oh, if you guys have not ever heard the Ghostbuster sound font, you're in for it. Here we go. Yeah. I got it like this purple, bluish kind of, it looks like the tractor beam that they used to suck in the ghosts. Ooh, I love that shimmer. Did somebody say Millennium Falcon? Let it get caught up here. There we go. So much fun. I put a lot of random non-canon character sounds on here because, you know, it's a super unique saber. This is the other mystery saber from Divinium Custom Sabers made by Moon, which is, by the way, I forgot to mention that our parts that were used to construct this saber from the actual MPP flash gun used to make Darth Vader's saber. Let's take a close look. So just the same as before, this has been made with real scavenged parts, real in-universe, like scrap metal, used to make these sabers. Really great sound ventilation. You'll hear this in a minute. Excellent, like rose gold kind of an accent down here at the pommel. Gold grip. The whole lower half unscrews, but it has a really neat feeling to it. And these are the two buttons right here. One is power, one is auxiliary. And it has a very unique, I mean, this is one of a kind. No one's going to have a saber like this that you know, especially with another awesome real wire, copper wire blade plug like that. And when we unscrew the bottom half, how awesome is this? If I can get the camera to focus on me. There we go. The same gold, beautiful chassis that says Finding the Force on it. Bam! One of a kind. Installed by Kessel Custom Sabers. Did a fantastic job. And this saber, again, just needs a really good home and some love. Bam. So both of these custom, one-of-a-kind scavenged metal lightsabers are $800 each, and I'll throw in shipping with that price. All right, let's check it out. 3, 2, 1. Now this is a sound font from Kyberphonic that he made from the Galaxy's Edge Savi's Workshop lightsabers. And my son's favorite, check this out. And these volumes I have on like low to medium, you know, when we're inside and stuff, because these things can really get loud. Yeah! Next, we have got an Obi-Wan Kenobi, Episode 4, A New Hope Neopixel Lightsaber. Man, what a beautiful saber. The bubble strip is like, I don't know if this is like a thick plastic. This is hard though. This is not a cheap material. This whole saber is made with like actual prop parts. I think it's super heavy, made with like iron. It's got to be a couple of pounds. Very screen accurate though, just not without all the weathering. It's a nice clean look to it. Even has the identical writing. I think this is called the focusing ring, but it has the same writing as the prop that Sir Alec Guinness uses in A New Hope. This is an actual clamp that works, and in order to get to the sound card inside, unlatch the clip here and unscrew the auxiliary and power buttons, so this clamp actually will slide down past this, what they call the lower grip or the booster and the pommel, which unscrew. Now for this saber, this actually uses a battery that's what they call like uninsulated, which makes it thinner. I don't know too much about those kinds of batteries, but never had any problems with them myself. I do not have a blade plug for this one. Excellent LED NeoPixel connector in there. Works great. This saber is a little bit on the quieter side. The speaker is right here in the middle. So if you're using this at home and you don't want to wake up your family, this is a great piece to enjoy for that kind of an environment. So even though I'm going to lose a little bit of money selling this one, I'm going to ask for $450 for this lightsaber, plus however much it costs to ship it to you. Now this is like a true thin neck saber, which means the blade depth is probably going to be about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. And you're not going to want to have any packing tape around it because it is a nice snug fit. So this is as loud as it gets. Profi soundboard. Ooh, I think I like how it turns white a little bit when you swing it. Mixes things up a little bit. Obi-Wan Episode 4 sound font. That's pretty cool. You don't even have to clash it to use the lockup. You just hold down auxiliary. But you could probably hear the difference between the Kylo Ren and the Obi-Wan Ep4. The bottom button is the power and the upper is auxiliary. For now, but that can be reconfigured if you're a profi guy.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Here's a different Episode 4 sound font. But this blade feels really secure, and I'm not just saying that. And the saber is a bit on the heavier side, which really can feel like quality to most of your hands. And again, I would keep this one if I didn't already have the Obi-Dad Kenobi saber, and this Super Weathered Kenobi series is one of my favorites, so this needs to find a good home. Bam! Next, I have got an Anakin Skywalker Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith 89 Sabers. Bam! There we go. This is it. This is the real deal Anakin Skywalker Episode 3. I mean, and this is a good quality weight too, made by 89 Sabers. Beautiful gold activation. I think this is the auxiliary button, and the activation is right here when you gently push down on this clip. Definitely a chrome saber. I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's not completely perfect. It does have right here, as you can see, just a tiny little marks there that are so small that if you're not looking for them, you really don't see them. But I just want to be honest with you guys, that's the only mark that I've seen. And also there's a tiny, on this beautiful gold button right here, little paint chips right there that you can see in the button. Super tiny, but I want to make you aware of it. Has his Anakin blade plug. And when we unscrew the grip and the belt clip, we have an 89 Sabers metal, casing to the chassis, Profi soundboard to it. And again, this lightsaber also uses traditional batteries, but they're like uninsulated, so they can fit in this chassis right here, which is marked with a positive and negative side. Looks beautiful, feels great, takes a 7/8 inch blade. I love that. But these grips, wherever they're made, they have kind of like a rubber smell to them. And I actually bought a whole new set from Korbanth, and they had the same smell. So as long as you're not sniffing your sabers, it may not bother you, but just a heads up, I tried everything I could to get rid of that smell, but it just has like a kind of a rubbery smell to it. So because this one does have a couple of little baby marks on them, that I was gonna ask $450, but instead I'll ask for $400 for this, plus the cost of shipping for this one. Now, for all of you who haven't held a 7/8 inch blade, it is a nice treat. Seriously, it's going to be lighter weight no matter what. And this retention screw is great. It's not flimsy at all. It's very secure. Let's check this out. Oh yeah. Nice volume. Oh, feels like a dream. Gotta do something about that cord. Little Obi-Annie with the Annie. Anakin Skywalker's, yes, lightsaber. To me, to expect a completely immaculate chrome saber after it has to be installed by human hands, you know? A little ding or two there, no one will ever see.
Darth Vader.
Ooh. I just have like, I don't know, I think 4 different Anakin sound fonts on this one. So not packed with them, but it's got a few chosen one sound fonts. So my last saber I have for sale is another Anakin Skywalker, but it's his Padawan lightsaber from Episode 2. Bam! This is an 89 Sabers hilt. It is the real deal, you guys. Chromed out to the max with the the Darth Vader inspiration kind of behind this saber. It does have 2 separate LED lights which are configured. Now, I had this personally installed by one of my only trusted lightsaber installers crap that works. And I had this installed with my favorite soundboard, which is super rare, really hard to find, but it has an awesome CFX soundboard right in here. You can get to the SD card super easy. This sounds great, looks fantastic. I love CFX, especially when you buy any of the sound fonts from Kyberphonic. He gives you the Profi, the CFX, all the different versions for different soundboards when you buy one from him. This does come with the screen accurate blade plug. So I wanted to tell you guys that this thing is in beautiful, perfect mint condition, but taking a close look, there's one little baby mark on it right there. Tiny baby mark there, maybe a little baby mark here on the back. You can, there it is. You can hardly see it with your eyes. I'm just trying to get the light to reflect off it. So it's not mint, immaculate condition, but these are things that can happen by just holding. Is that another one? A little tiny mark right here that can happen just by holding and using the saber, but on your shelf, you will not be able to tell. Two important details you should know are that the blade depth is 0.75 inches. So this may not be a saber you want to duel with. Also, there's no retention screw on this, which is great and super easy. This little knob right here tightens and loosens to secure the blade. It's pretty neat and convenient that you don't need a separate Allen wrench. Look at that pummel cap. It also comes with a separate solid silver movie accurate pummel cap as well. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Saber, no Allen wrench required, just use this little nub here. 7/8 inch blade, and if you have a blade that's a bit shorter, it's gonna feel better because again, the blade depth is only like 3/4 of an inch.
This whole operation was your idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you again so much for hanging out with me. And even if you're not looking to buy, let me know what you thought of the different lightsabers. Which one is your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. I wish all of you guys well. Please be safe, take care, and make sure to have an awesome... That's an Obi-Wan move. Make sure to have an awesome Star Wars day. Yeah. See you next time, guys. Woo!